Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. I have got a few goodies to show you, a couple other things at the end. I want to look at this binding about how I'm going to make it scrappy for the spooky sampler. So first of all, today on our calendar, it is World Friendship Day. Mwah, mwah. Friends for all. So if you have some friends maybe you haven't contacted for a while or haven't chatted with for a while, today send them a note, email them, phone them, text them. If you want to make some new friends, I will put over in my Facebook group a post to encourage everybody to say hi. In that post, say hi, say a little bit about yourself, and then you go and read the other comments and say hello to somebody. Make a new friend, or even just comment on somebody's picture if you're not used to commenting on the pictures. Tell them how lovely their quilt is. That's how you make friends. Just communicate with each other and it's all good. It's all good. Today is also Cross Stitch University update. Kimberly's lessons were focused on the French knot, which I love French knots. I have not done French knots on cross stitch yet, but I have done them oodles of times for my embroidery because I just love those little knots, especially when they're all clustered up. They're so darn cute. Now I have some goodies. That's what I want to talk about. Talk about the goodies, because that's just the most fun. I found these panels and I got 2 of them, so I'm going to show you both of them. But there are one for each month, and they're just the coolest things. There are 2 parts to it. Oops, let me get it open. So here is the first part. So you get the panel. So there's, whoops. Let's turn it right side up. So you get the panel, which has a wreath. So every month there is a wreath, and it's very painterly. I just love the way this looks. And then you get a section of fabric that goes with it so that you could use this as a border on it, do a little, maybe some piece blocks around it, and incorporate this. Now look at the fall one with the birds. And I love this sort of watercolory look of them, and they all have this feel. Now when I got the fall one, I also got, I'm just going to put it over here, I also got the one for March, St. Patty's Day. All of us Irish peoples, or people who have lots of Irish in us, so raise our hands. But it also has a rainbow. Oh, yes. So let's see, let me get it right side up. There we go. So here is the one for March, and they are all amazing, and they don't look the same. So that's what's sort of cool about it. They did a nice job giving them all their own little individual look, but they all have this sort of watercolory feel, and they all have a panel. So see, there's the shamrocks. I think I was looking for shamrock fabric, and that's actually how I ran across these, because I was looking for something that had shamrocks on it, and with the search, this piece came up, and I'm like, well, that's pretty neat. What else do they have? I think these are from Hoffman. What do I say? So they're called Celebrate the Seasons from the Hoffman California group. So that is, I just love them. They're all, and I want them all. I'm gonna have to get them all because they are so cool. I think that they would be a great size to switch out, maybe for, I don't know, maybe a 2021 project. I'm always giving myself new projects. What is with that, huh? Okay, I'm gonna sit down here a sec now. And I think I showed you my Cross Stitch University the other day, didn't I? Yesterday, maybe? Yeah, so I'm still working. I'm just getting started on the tree. That's where I am, on the tree. Okay, so the other goodies I found were, oh, see my blocks up there on the wall still? My secondary design board. The main one is full of other things. So I found this cute pattern with the trees. For Christmas, I like those stripy trees with the joy and the little stars. I think that's super cute. This is one of the basic gray, and they have, there's the fabric line on the back. And I think I have that. I think I got a layer cake of that. I'll have to show you that too. I don't think this, what does this take? a bundle. So you have to do it with a fat eighth bundle for that pattern. But I'll link you up to that pattern because you have time to make a couple of trees, make the word joy. I could see it as a table runner. Couldn't you see that part there just as a table runner? Now, staying in the theme of the stripes, I saw this. Look at these gnomes with the striped hats. Okay, so that one in the basket like this. Can I snap? Yes. Couldn't snap with the broken wrist for a while. Still can't do this side too good. Oh, it's getting there a little bit. Okay, back to this, the gnomes. And you know who designed this gnomes? These are Annie's books, and they have a lot of different designers in the same book. So they asked different people to submit designs. But my friend Wendy that did the elephant quilt, she designed, you can see a corner of it up close. She designed those super cute gnomes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to make at least one gnome. How big is that quilt? 64 by 74. Yes, there they are. Oh, that's so cute. And of course, there's a bunch of other gnomes in here. Placemats. There's like here. There's one that's got like sort of a like four of them in the corner. Well, there in the back, you can see some of the other ones too. I think I like this one here, the applique guy, the little chef. That's so cute. So quite a few of these are applique, but this one is all pieced for you piecing people. I just fell in love with that as soon as I saw it. And I think that's, once again, I was looking at the Christmas patterns, and I think I was actually looking up gnome. I don't know. Somehow I find these things. Wendy should have sent me a picture of that, but she didn't. Okay, and then in the searching of gnomes, I also found this. Look at this. It is an ornament, and it's got a gnome on a sweater. So look at that. You just cross-stitch that little sweater up, and you've got a Christmas ornament. I am so doing this. I think there's a few other of these ornaments. Down below in the description box, I will link you to whatever I found for these little ornaments. They're so cute. So cute. You can't get any better than that. Now, the other thing I talked about one of the days when we had that template for the bowl cozies. So I went out, I told you I've never made a bowl cozy, which means that, I've not really read the patterns for them. I mean, I know of them, but, I've seen pictures, but I've never really looked at the mechanics of it. So I decided to order some of the batting. And I must have, they're pre-cut. So I ordered some of this pre-cut batting, and I must have gotten like the big size. So I ordered this pre-cut batting, and then I ordered this template to see what that template was like. And then the other template is around here somewhere, and I couldn't find it before I came on here, so I don't have it. But this is another size template, but this is smaller. So like if you buy these, I'm thinking if you buy the pre-cut, I don't need the template. This is only if I need to cut my batting. I'm thinking that's where this is going, that if I have this, I don't need a template because it's already cut for me, which I like a lot. So if you all have used the pre-cut batting and have tips for it, leave it in the comments below here at YouTube so we can learn from you. Okay, I'm on reminder mode that we will be doing the Woodland Wonderland coming up at the end of the month. The last Friday is when we do our first block, which will be the end of the wreaths sew along. So they'll be on the same day. Some of our friends who have the book and have the patterns, have the fabric already, have made some of the blocks and have said it is fabulous fun. So yes. And our first, we're doing this by the chapters that Joanna laid out. And so chapter 1 is mushrooms. Yay, mushrooms, see them at the bottom. So today, in honor of this, I put on the mushroom, and then the pin kit comes also with the hedgehog and the wreath. So you can get those. The link below has to all of that. And the kit we're doing is in the fall colors, which I don't necessarily think really read. I mean, they are obviously peachy orange, but they're light orange. So that's why I think it's really very versatile. It's not necessarily one you have to have out for fall, but that is the coloration with translation. And then there's this wonderful wonderful medium gray fabric that it'll be on. So that here, like here's the green that we're doing. See, isn't that fantastic? I just can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait to make mushrooms. And then this is the fabric I got for backing. So that's the one I'm gonna put on the back of it. So darling. All right, let's talk about this binding. How am I gonna approach this? I've got, let's see what I have. So I have, this has a black and then this orange plaid, orange dot. And so see, it's already, this one I had to see, it's already kind of variegated like this for scrappy binding. There's some pieces that are a little bit longer, like this orange here is a little bit longer piece. So I will measure. I will go to the quilt, to the Spooky Sampler, and I will measure this binding to it. And then what I'll do is I'll come along in the places like this and splice in sections of polka dot. And like particularly where there's a long, I think there was one section maybe here. This section of black is really long. So I will definitely splice in the polka dot to break up that black. Just take it right in half and then do a section of black. But what I'll do is I'll take this with the orange, measure how far around it goes, and see how much I have left. The amount I have left I will take from here and then chunk it up and splice it in for that binding. Yes, and do a scrappy binding and use a binding I already had. Double yes. It's always good when a plan works out. Actually, it's always good when I remember that I actually had binding. Okay, my friend. If you love gnomes, you're going to need this guy. Definitely, definitely, definitely. He is so stinking cute. I just want to stop everything and make him up. And then be sure you go and make a new friend today or contact an old friend to enjoy our World Friendship Day. I love you, friend. Mwah. See you online.